Welcome to Unlock Your Soul Memory. My name is Iris, and I'm a provider of hypnotherapy sessions. When we are looking at the challenges that we are facing as the black sheep, there are many. But I decided to put them into 3 categories and summarize them. So it might be easier to look at them and understand what is going on there. For the very first category, I noticed that we usually feel regressed back into the past when we are interacting with people who were treating us like the black sheep, like the old family system. We usually all of a sudden feel like being the child again, the juvenile again, like being really right back in the past. The second category is the one where we weirdly experience the same type of people over and over again, or people are treating us in a very similar way like we were treated back then, or they even saying sentences, words towards us that we heard back then. It's as if the environment is reflecting back to us what we have experienced. And the third category that's the most challenging, in my opinion, is the way how we see ourselves. It's almost as if we have a copy of our parents in our mind that are repeating the same sentences over and over again and treating us in the same way over and over again. And these are actually like the prison bars we are putting around ourselves, where we are confining ourselves. But there are solutions for this. And it might not be easy, but let's look at the first category, how we could deal with these kind of situations. So you are back in your family, and all of a sudden you feel like being 13 or the 6-year-old. The best thing in these moments is to bring yourself into the present moment again, reminding yourself on a mental basis how old you are, maybe even repeating your own age and fully connecting to your own body. Because the family itself might not have changed at all. They might still function in the same old patterns like they did 20, 30, 40 years ago. But you have changed. And you know that. So you cannot allow these old dynamics to dictate your present moment. But by that, you really have to bring yourself fully into the presence. You have to connect by grounding, by feeling into your body, and by having this mental awareness or reminder, okay, I'm this age old actually. I'm not 13. As for the second category, where we feel like the same type of people coming back into our lives and we are getting treated ever and ever again like the same, it's a bit similar. I'd also suggest to bring yourself into the awareness of the now, but also focus on your own achievements. Realize what you have overcome, how far you have come. Focus on the good things you did, on the empowering things. Because you might not change the dynamic outside, but you can change the focus inside. And by allowing yourself to focus on your achievements, on the positive, your body reacts. You're going to feel that immediately when you notice, oh, yes, I worked on that. I know that's not me. As for the third category, it's really the most challenging one, the most difficult one, but it's actually where your power lies. Since you won't change your family system, you won't change your outside environment just like that, but you have all the power to alter things inside. And in those moments when you notice, okay, this old record is on again and is repeating the same old sentences in my head, calling me down, just put it on hold. Just pause it for a moment. And allow these sentences that you hear then to come into your awareness, because very often we let them talk. And we let them have the impact on us. What we are not saying, just wait a minute, just stop for a moment. What did you just say? And then you recognize, oh, aha. But is that really me? Is that really who I am? Is that really true? And when you have those moments where you are noticing, okay, that's not a truth I want to carry forwards, because it's actually a lie about me. I'm someone else. I have so much more potential inside me. Like when someone, for example, let you know that you're a failure and so on and so on, you notice what you did good. You notice for yourself your own achievements. And it's not about certificates or whatever. It's about being human. It's about who you are and what you've overcome. So by that, you are allowing yourself to push the prison bars further outwards and allowing yourself a different space of being able to act. And that's where you really can change a lot and change your life a lot. I know it's not easy. I know it's the most challenging thing because it's so deeply ingrained in the subconscious mind. But you really have to understand that it's a form of an old programming, which is not coming from a true, authentic, loving place. But when you are bringing yourself into this compassionate place towards yourself, you see that it's all coming from wounded people. And you have to leave it with them. You have to remove it from yourself in order to be free. There's another thing I want to mention, because so often, as the black sheep, we want to be loved. We want to be seen. We want to have the feeling of being acknowledged or appreciated. And when we are working on ourselves, we believe that we can become someone extroverted and be loved by many people. Maybe that's not what's happening. And then you feel like a failure again. But we have to be honest to ourselves. That's not very often not who we are. That's not our foundation. We are not extroverted many times. And we don't have to become that. It's about being happy in who you are. And maybe you are the lone wolf and you enjoy being the lone wolf. And there's so much strength within it. So, yes, I really wanted to mention that. I really wanted to also bring into awareness that we so often fall back into these old patterns, that we try to be loved again and try to belong again, which is absolutely understandable. That's our human nature. But maybe that's not really where we feel fully comfortable and where we actually want to be as the person who we are. So, yes. So, in summary, those are the three categories, and you can deal with them. You can be playful with them. You can find your own ways in how to change the way how you feel within them and behave within them. And that's why I really wanted to give you an overview. And the more we understand, the easier it is to change things and to evolve out of this. And I also wanted to mention there's this one strength within us as the black sheep, and that's that we learned from early onwards that we have to observe, we have to analyze, we have to look at things and understand them in order to move within them. And that's an incredible skill, to have this outside view and understanding the dynamics going on, which are very complex. So see that as well, that all the hardship that you went through as the black sheep, but it brought you to a certain place where you have a way at looking at life differently and seeing the world in a different way. That's something really beautiful. So I just wanted to share this with you. I just wanted to talk about it. I was rambling on for a bit. I hope you did enjoy it. And if you have anything you want to mention in regards to that, I'm always happy to read your comments. So please leave them down below and share my channel if you feel called to. Share this video if you think anybody feels enlightened or enriched by it. Otherwise, happy to seeing you next time. So take good care and goodbye for now.